Yeah, bitch.
Yeah. What you know about me, bro? I'm going hard in the game, gonna make a name. Leaving my mark, I'ma leave my stain. Better back up, cause I bring the pain. What you know about me, bro? Got supreme hats, supreme clothes, bad spree.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
We'll start right
So
here.
fresh
This
with a high
is
class,
Annoying
bro.
Neighbors.
What you know about
I got
me?
DannyV, right? That's how you go, DannyV?
DannyV.
Okay.
V. No space between the Y and the V.
Why DannyV? You just want to keep your name in it?
Yeah, I mean, it really just started because there was just like growing up, there was a bunch of Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My little brother included.
Yeah. So I was just like, I mean, to be honest, my first name is not even like Daniel either. That's just my middle name. But that's just always what I went by. And then once there was a bunch of Daniels, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just change it to like Danny.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it wasn't until like, when I got to like, when I graduated high school, I remember I was like trying to sell beats, and I was like telling my brother, I was like, oh, what should I like go by? I think I was like running names by him, and I was like, oh, DannyV or something like that. And then he was like, ooh, yeah. He's like, that's got a ring to it. You know, like DannyV. I don't know. It's a pretty simple name, but yeah. That's
Growing up, did you ever get Danny Phantom a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. My little brother, yeah. He's the same shit.
It was always Danny Phantom or Danny Phantom. I don't know. I forgot like what else they used to call me back then, but yeah, I always had like, I would always change my username on like Twitter and like Instagram, and it was always tough because I felt like eventually because realistically I felt like I didn't even start making music until like I dropped my first song like 6 months ago. So it's like after that I was like, all right, well, I want to have like a consistent name through like all platforms. That way it's like if people want to look me up, it's not hard to find me. Yeah. So then I was just like, I mean, DannyV obviously was taken, so I was just like on all platforms I was like, that's DannyV. Yeah. Like you can find me on anything as just that's DannyV.
That's DannyV.
Or like even on YouTube, if you type in DannyV, like my shit's gonna be like the first to pop up.
Nice. Yeah. So that's always hard, like especially with Annoying Neighbors. Yeah. At first it was hard to even find my shit because you'll find Annoying Neighbors. But now that when you type in Annoying Neighbors podcast, it pops up right away.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, if you just put Annoying Neighbors, you're gonna see fucking someone yelling at someone. But you have to add the podcast now, just like you had to add the that's DannyV.
Yeah. But
did you go by any other name, like fucking, I don't know, like they'll just give you some shit like? Nah, it didn't stick.
I remember
like Sticky Fingers or something.
I remember when I started, actually, because I was just producing to begin with, and I was like just trying to come up with
DJ DannyV.
Yeah, that was actually one of them. I think it was one of them was DJ DannyV, and then I remember I tweeted it. I was like, I think the other one was gonna be like Deville, because like Deville. But I was like, nah, that's corny. I was like, if I do that, like, I mean, there's actually like a producer now who goes by that name, and he's like
Deville.
Yeah, he's got credits on like a Drake song.
Oh shit!
So he's like, good for that guy. I mean,
yeah.
But I feel like
he would have sued you, dude. You were like, well, I started. Nope, he's fucking got credits with Drake already.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, I feel like it really just started off, when I like was handing out beats and shit. Cause I remember it was at the Catalyst, and I was waiting in the back, and I was just like handing out like USBs and shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I was like trying to think about.
That sounds expensive.
It wasn't that expensive. I went to CVS, and I just went. I just
like the 1 gigabyte.
Yeah, like nothing crazy. I think I put like.
I thought you put like a whole like 200 tracks. Like, here you go, bro. Pick one. Let me know. There's my email attached to it. Don't lose it.
Nah. I mean, actually, because I figured that they wouldn't even open it. So what I did is I would like get a little piece of paper, and then I would like write my information as opposed to putting like a file in there that says like read me, because that's what usually someone does. So I was like, I wrote in the little paper like my information. So I wrote like DannyV and then my email, and then I like folded it, and then I like taped it onto the USB drive. So then like if they open it instantly, they would see like my contact information. Because I figured, I mean, if I gave them a CD, they're not gonna play it. I mean, it was already we were already in like what 2015.
I remember one time I gave someone a CD. They're like, we don't have a CD player. And I was just like, all right, noted. You know, like I didn't know what to say to that. Like,
No, yeah.
I was like, just take it just in case. They're like, nah, we're good. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I felt so embarrassed.
Nah,
like,
yeah. I feel like it's all about, or even better yet is like, if you get the opportunity, just play it right then and there. Just like always have it on your phone. But I feel like after that, I never really like went out of my way to try to get like bigger artists my beats, because eventually I was like I didn't really care too much about getting like a crazy placement, even though as a producer like you always want to chase that like, oh, like that one shit. But
yeah,
I've come to realize that like you'll get one placement and then like couple weeks later people are gonna forget about it.
Yeah,
it's got to be like a consistent thing. And I felt like for me it was important to like collaborate with locals first, and then just like get a feel for it, because I feel like,
who have you collaborated with?
Locally, it started off actually with I don't know if you know this rapper. His name's Kabwasa. That's his name now. Not. He's like local, or I guess he moved to the South now. Then after that, it went to this guy named Andretti. It's like locals, and then after that, I produced, or I like, it wasn't even just like producing. It was also just like mixing and mastering as well, because I got into that.
So
as well.
yeah, I wanted to ask you that. So you pretty much, you're saying that you do a lot of, because for right now, I just know you for your music.
Yeah.
But I also see like a couple clips on your That's DannyV Instagram.
Yeah.
Make sure to look that up. Fucking, you're also like doing some engineering. So I was like, okay, so did you? Now that you're speaking about your whole process, you're making beats before.
Yeah, it all started with beats, really. It was like in high school. I remember it was like my sophomore year. Well, actually, it started off because I always wanted to play the piano. And so I remember my dad got me this keyboard in like my sophomore year. Like I got it and like I just kept on playing that shit. Like just learning songs and like learning chords. I mean, obviously, like I didn't have the money to go to like teachers or anything. So I just would just sit down and just watch videos on YouTube.
Well, what made you want to like learn the piano though? You just, that was just
I feel like it was probably like growing up, I listened to like a lot of classical music.
Okay.
Like Beethoven type shit.
Oh shit.
And so I was like, damn, like it'd be cool if I can play like.
That's crazy coming from like I guess our generation, because like a lot of people like, dude, that's whack.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, but like you really like music like that.
Nah, yeah. I feel like I always like, it was cool because like growing up, I feel like I was always exposed to like different kinds of music.
Yeah.
Because I had a bunch of siblings, so it would like vary from like classical to like rock to like rap and like Bay Area rap and shit like that. And then so I always wanted to learn that one, like the one Beethoven song. I think it's Beethoven. It's like the Fur Elise. The one that goes like okay, yeah. So then after that, I mean, aside from that, it wasn't even just classical. It was like even just like Wiz Khalifa songs, like When I'm Gone. Okay. Like the piano intro of that, like I just know that from memory, and just like Drake songs like Diced Pineapples or something like that. And then after that, it went to like wanting to make beats. So I was like, oh, okay, like I have an idea of how to like make melodies and shit.
And this is around sophomore year?
This is sophomore year, I would say, like more piano based. Then we get to junior year, and then that's when I got like I asked for FL Studio for Christmas, right? So then I got FL Studio, and you know FL Studio, right?
Yeah, Fruity Loops.
So then I got that, and I remember I hopped on it like on New Year's Eve, and I was like trying to make beats, bro. And I looked at the layout, and I was like, bro, this is so like intimidating.
It's so complicated, dude. You have to like put little things right there. You're like, that's how you make the beat.
Like,
This doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't make sense at first. Yeah. So like honestly, I actually quit. I remember like my junior, like ish. Like I always try, but I would never make anything good. Like I was like, bro, these beats are trash. Yeah. And so now fast forward the next year, So
you took a whole year off. You're like, fuck music. Like, well, not fuck music, but fuck making music.
I feel like, it was like, I wouldn't say I was completely like gave up, but I was like, it was only like here and there. I wouldn't even say I was taking it seriously then. Yeah. And then senior year, I was giving you like a quick like timeline.
Nah, yeah, it's all good.
But so senior year, I remember we got Chromebooks at school.
Chromebooks.
They're they're like Google.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like Google laptops, and they gave them to all the students. And I remember I was in like biology.
Is this at Watsonville High?
Yeah, okay. Watsonville. And my homie's like, yo, download this app to like make beats and shit. So I was on my like school computer. I like downloaded an app to make beats.
What app was it? Do you remember?
Dude, I don't even remember. It was like, it was a cool little app though. But I remember I was in the back of the class and just like I was just making beats in the back of the class, bro. But it was funny because I think I still got like A's and B's in that class. So I was like, I was still on my shit, but basically like I started making this beat, and then I remember I made this fire ass beat in class, and I was like, I got like super encouraged to like make music again because the layout on that one was a lot simpler. It just has a like more user friendly interface.
Yeah.
And then
what year is this?
This was 2014, 2015.
Okay.
Like ish. I'd say probably like 2015.
It's a good time for music too.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was like all that Kendrick and like
dude.
all that like the like good mixtape era and stuff.
Yeah. And
so so like when I was making beats on that, it just kind of made sense to me, like BPMs and stuff, and like counting your beats and like having everything on the right.
So you
pocket.
learned it like that on that app?
Yeah. Okay. It was like,
because all that shit matters, like beat per second and just all that bar structure.
Yeah.
All that.
Like hitting like putting your snares or your hi-hats like in the right placement, so it's like, you know,
yeah.
So yeah, I was like, I got back and I was like, oh shit, I have an app to make beats and shit. So then I got back on FL Studio. I still use it to this day.
Yeah.
And
dude, DJ Pumbaa, do you know who that is?
Yeah.
He still uses that shit.
Nah, yeah. Where is he live right now?
He's like in I think it's San Fernando Valley.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But he's still with Snow the Product.
Yeah. I've seen that. That's dope.
Yeah.
I think she's from like San Jose now.
Yeah, she's like San Jose, San Diego. She's like from both sides. I forget. Like,
yeah.
But she like made a little scene in San Jose and then moved back down south.
Nah, yeah, she's dope.
But I remember DJ Pumbaa showing me like Fruity Loops, because me and Swerve were trying to learn how to make beats, and he had like a whole like face right there. I was like, what the fuck?
Like a face?
Yeah, like he did like some like he'll make little images just messing around. I was like, damn, like you're that good that like he mastered fucking Fruity Loops.
You know, yeah. I respected him because I feel like of all the local producers, like it seemed like, you know, he's had like the most success out of it.
Oh stuff. Yeah, hell yeah.
And I've actually like engineered like music for people, and they got like Pumbaa beats and shit. And I've heard them, and I was like, oh, these are dope.
Yeah,
like shit, I would get on them.
Yeah, Pumbaa gets down.
No, yeah, he's dope.
Shout out to Pumbaa.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get him on the fucking podcast. Maybe we'll make a fucking trip. You'll fucking kick it with him.
Yeah, I need to meet him, honestly.
Yeah, dude. I went to his so Snow the Product, like I don't know if she bought the house, but she has like a big ass house.
Yeah.
With like 5 different people living there. So there's Pumbaa, and then there's a guy that makes shirts, like merch for her. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's where her podcast setup is at now. Damn. Like they have like this whole house that's like full of creators for her.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's dope. That's smart though.
Yeah.
She got her whole team already around her.
I just remember when I showed up, he was like, hey, just like don't make that much noise. Like she's in here. Like he was just being like, just like if you see her, just do small talk. Like she doesn't really want to talk.
Yeah, I feel that.
She doesn't like random people just showing up. Yeah.
I feel that.
I was so intimidated. I didn't meet her, but I was just like, oh my god, like if she sees me, like if she can be like, get the fuck out of here, like no randoms.
That's funny. No, yeah, I seen she's like collab with like some like Spanish artists.
Yeah, she's getting big into that. I feel like she's getting in touch with more Spanish like style.
That's dope. I feel
the
like
culture.
I want to eventually get, because actually I started recording in Spanish.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, like that's pretty much what I started doing.
So okay, let's go back to the beats. You were making beats, then you kind of got that down, and then
all right. So yeah, I graduated high school, and I'd say like at this point I was like 19, 20, maybe like 18, 19. That's when I started like doing it more. And obviously when you start out, your beats are not that good.
Yeah, everything's like, just kind of trash.
Yeah, it just sounds like you can't even rap on it really.
Yeah.
So then I feel like it really didn't get like good until maybe I was 20, was 20, and like at this point I was going to like Cabrillo, and I was just like making beats all the time. Like I'd get out of class, I'd be like making beats on the bus, making beats in the library, but like all while I was going to school as well. So I finally did that, and then it was just getting progressively better and better.
That's sick.
And that's when I was like started selling beats and shit. Mm-hmm. And eventually I feel like there was a moment where I felt like, ooh, like my shit's good now.
Yeah.
Like I can send this to like.
Do you remember the first time you sold a beat?
Yeah, I actually do, but I don't even know who I sold it to, but I might have sold my first beat by like 20 or 21 or something
around
like that.
The same time.
Yeah, but like I said, it was always like locals and shit. Now today, like it's definitely, I sell beats to like people in like Chicago, Atlanta, Hawaii.
So you're still making beats?
Yeah, I'm still making beats. Like I feel like I don't push it as much as I did before.
Yeah.
But I think the transition, or like I feel like eventually it was like people wanted to record. Mm-hmm. So when I started recording people, I was like, well, I need to get a mic.
So what motivated you to like get to recording now? So you're making beats, and now you're saying you started producing?
Yeah. So then I started producing. So like, let's say, or like I was saying, like people wanted to record. So then I bought a mic, and I got a little like into like mixing and mastering. That's around when I started doing that. So at this point, I'm like 21-ish. Okay.
What gave you that idea though? Like, were you just like someone's like, hey, what's up? Do you also produce? Can I record here?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, fuck it. I'll buy a mic and start doing that. Yeah.
That's pretty much how it happened. Yeah. It was like I moved to San Jose, and like I met like a bunch of people out there that make music as well, and they're like, I mean, I wasn't gonna do anything for free. That's my biggest thing. Like I'll never do anything for free. So I was like, fuck it. Like I'll buy like a mic, I'll buy an interface, and like I'll charge you like $35 an hour for like a studio session. Yeah. And I'll mix it like after or whatever. But like my pricing was like way low back then. And then after that, so I remember I got at a studio session in San Jose, and I went back to my apartment, and I was kind of like, fuck it. Like I can do this shit myself. Yeah. Like I always felt like I was scared to record because I felt like my voice didn't sound cool. Or it was just like, damn, like, I don't know. Like, I felt like, I don't know, not to sound like a certain way, but you never really see like too many Mexican rappers.
Yeah. It's rare.
It's super rare. Yeah. And when you do, it's like, and they got like a certain style. Like, it's not like a mainstream style, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
It's like, they just got their own swag to it. And that's no disrespect to them either. But I was just always like, damn, like, I'm just stick to like producing. Like, I can make any sound that I want, and no one's really got to see me. I don't have to have like a face or like a persona or whatever.
Yeah.
So then, right, I got back from the studio, and I started recording this song in Spanish, because at the time I was listening to like a lot of reggaeton and just like a lot of Spanish artists. And
well, that shit's hot right now. So like,
oh yeah,
do you still have that song? Are you?
I have a bunch of songs in Spanish.
And you never released them?
Nah.
What the fuck?
I feel like they were pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
well, if you still have them, fucking, it could be like just a random EP that just like you know how Kendrick did his like Untitled?
Oh yeah.
You can do that.
Shit. Well, I'm thinking like, once I realized that I was like, ooh, I sound pretty good, I started to like plan everything out in my head, like in terms of how I wanted to do it. So, because I did want to put them out at the time, but I was like, look, if I do this, like it's already gonna put me in this like category. Yeah. And I didn't want to start off like in a reggaeton or like urban like category, because then I was like, well, I'm gonna have to follow through with that.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't want to come into like, well, I was already in the, like, people already knew like me for my beats and shit, but I didn't want to go in as an artist, as like a Spanish artist.
Yeah. So
then I still wasn't confident to record in English. And then eventually like I started doing English probably like, if we were talking in 2020, I started doing it sometime in the maybe like in the summer. So like summer 2020 or summer 2019 actually.
And so that's pretty recent then.
Yeah.
So from graduating at 20, 4 years later, you kind of like, that's when you started doing like reggaeton and actually. Like, so did artists motivate you? Like every time you recorded someone, you're like, fuck, like soon I'm gonna get on the mic. Like one of those things, you know? Like
it was really because I would record him and I'm like, damn, this fool's fucking trash, bro.
Oh shit, for real? Yeah.
Like I'd be in the studio and I'll be like, yeah. I was like, what am I doing? Like, I'm getting paid, but like this is going nowhere.
It sucks when I've been in situations, obviously I had like fucking always 20 people here and people were starting, and I used to hate recording because there's just times where they don't have their shit down. Yeah. So you're right there, record. They'll be like, yeah, I'm right here. Oh, fuck, let me rewind it.
Yeah.
Do it again. I'm like, and I'm right there at 2 a.m. just, you know, like
it's
just fucking,
trash.
it's fucking, wow, yeah.
That's not
Step
it.
your guys' game up.
Most definitely.
Black rappers.
I feel like the best advice, not like that I'm like in a position to give advice because I barely started really. But if I was barely getting started as a rapper, I would definitely say just buy your own equipment. You know, you're on nobody's time, and if you're really about it, then what's a couple $100 or $200 to get a mic and an interface?
You can always sell it if you don't fucking like it.
Yeah, honestly,
you might get half of your money back, but it's something that you gotta try. Like, look at you, like you fucking did beats, and then right away you're like, oh, why don't I learn how to fucking mix and master? Yeah. And look at all that shit that you learn. You're in a position right now where you don't need anybody else. You just do everything yourself, and boom.
That's very kind
of like Bryson Tiller. You know Bryson Tiller?
Yeah. He did that.
Yeah. Well, he records himself. Like even when he goes to, like, I don't know about now, but I remember I was so into him because he was like me. I hate going into studios and having someone wait right there and just like, are you ready? I'm like, nah, dude. Like, let me just go on my time. Like, I just want to be able to like say something and then come back, stop it, and then come back in and punch in, you know? And Bryson Tiller was the same thing. Like once he made it, he fucking would tell the producer to leave. And then he'll bring his own laptop and record himself.
Yeah, he actually still does that now that I'm thinking about it.
He does? Okay.
I just watched a video where he did like...
I'm so out of the loop. Like once I stopped making music, I kind of stopped paying attention to everything. I just went to my own fucking...
I mean, Bryson Tiller kind of been like... He did this Trap Soul, you know, that was like crazy ass album. Yeah. And then a lot of people say like after that it was like but I still fuck with Bryson Tiller. But no, yeah, it's true though. Like if you have everything, you record yourself, you're more comfortable with yourself. I mean, obviously eventually like
you sound really comfortable too.
Yeah, I mean, thank you. I just really like, I'm just recording in my bedroom, and like now I don't mix my own shit. Like I go to the studio, I go to the engineer out in
But see, you already know kind of like to do like how you said, like you know your voice and you know how to hit certain notes. And do they like mix and master everything else right there or what?
Yeah, so
because your shit sounds like really good, like mainstream. I'm like, damn, fool. Like I was listening to it, I was like, this fool really got some shit going. You sound different. Yeah,
thank you. Well, usually what I do now is I'll usually either make the beat, or if not me making the beat, it's my producer. He's out in Florida. His name's Still Searching. Okay. And so he'll send me the beat, or I'll make it and I'll record it. I'll do my own engineering on it to kind of like, you know, get an idea of what it's going to sound like. And then after that, I just go, I mean, obviously you want to record your raws so you can give them to your producer or your engineer. Go to the engineer, and then I give him like the master track, which has like everything, and like this is a rough mix and this is kind of what I want it to sound like. Yeah. And then he hears it and he's like, okay. And then he basically like arrange or like engineers it like based on how I engineered it. Okay. So then it's like when he's done, it's, you know, he's a professional. I trust him. Shout out to Reed. He's dope. He gets down on the engineering.
How'd you meet him? You just found him online? Or?
All right, let's fast forward. All right, so I was recording, then I did reggaeton, then I started recording English.
This is like 2019 to 2020?
Yeah, so now we're in 2020.
Pandemic hits.
And
DannyV's in the laboratory creating.
Yeah. For real.
You're like, this is my year.
Yeah, it was dope. Dope. So like now we're in 2020. It's about December, and pretty much, I record like sometime around that month in November. Actually, I recorded my first single. It's called Toxic.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I was like, well, we need to go to the studio to get this engineered. And like, it was such a hassle to get that song engineered because when I first recorded it, I didn't record the vocals raw. So like all the effects are still on it, and it sounded like way too reverby.
Yeah.
I think I recorded that song like so many times after that. And so so I was like, well, we need to go to the studio. And so cuz my friend was from Florida, was flying all the way to California just to go to the studio.
Oh shit.
And like,
you flew him out?
Nah, I didn't fly him
out. Damn, DannyV, what else you be doing, bro?
Nah, I ain't flying nobody out.
This fool already got the superstar money.
Yeah. Nah, not there yet. But yeah, I mean, it was crazy. He flew out. I mean, he really like just believed in the song and like its potential.
Okay.
And like, I feel like it definitely like, it was crazy. I didn't think it was gonna do as good as it did. I mean,
how'd you feel when like he came out and told you that? Like, did that make you more motivated to keep creating?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like,
this is your fucking first song that you like, Toxic.
No,
so
yeah.
I'm guessing you worked really hard on it and spent many hours just to perfect it.
Yeah, most definitely. It was like, it was crazy actually. Like, I'm gonna just go back a little bit how we met, because so like I was telling you, I eventually hit like I wouldn't say like a peak, but like a moment where I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, like my beats are good. So I remember I put this beat up on Twitter. It was like I sampled like The Lion King, and I just put I just put crazy ass drums over it.
Yeah, sick.
And like it got like thousands of like likes, and like it got like fucking like 22 or 64K like views or some shit like that. From there, that's when people like all over the country started buying my beats. And then that's when my homie Q, or Still Searching, that's his producer name, that's when he DM'd me, and he was like, yo, like we should make beats, because he's a producer too.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, I'm down like to collab. And so we ended up actually making the beat tape. And then shortly after that, he would like send me beats, and we would just collab here and there. And he sent me like one beat, and I recorded over it. It was actually like one of the first songs in English I recorded. And then he sent me the beat to Toxic, because I remember I was like on IG Live like making a beat or something.
Yeah.
And I heard that shit, and I was like, bruh, send that. And I think I made the song Toxic on IG Live for like a second.
Oh shit.
And
so
then,
like you kind of freestyled it?
Yeah, kind of. It was like, I remember it was just like, I freestyled it, and then I was like, yo, this hook's pretty fire. Like, I did that, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna write a verse. And then I was up till like 3 a.m. and I wrote the whole song then. And it was just like, it was crazy. So yeah, let's like fast forward. You know, he flies out here. My homie Angel comes through. He's like the one that shoots like all the visuals. And it was just like a special moment. I mean, because I already had this song ready, and we were ready to promote it, and we did like all this promo video for it. And then yeah, like I actually recorded the song Toxic in the studio. Basically, I didn't follow my advice. I did it with the engineer, and it sucked because I was like, I just had to do a bunch of takes, but obviously like eventually I did get it. But I wish I would have, like, looking back, I wish I would have recorded my voice like raw. Yeah. Because I wouldn't have had to go through like that trouble. And then really after that Toxic, it was just, everything just kind of flowed like naturally after that. I mean, it was just the song. You
kind of set that standard, like I'm an artist now. Like
And it was just,
it's weird too, because watching it from the outside, it kind of seemed like that. Like it seemed like you blossoming into like an artist, because I don't know who is behind your like promoting and all that. I don't know if that's all you, but like the way you guys promote it, it's like, oh shit, like it's about to go down. Like, you know, like you kept saying like this week, and it's like I was like into it. I was like, okay, like this was gonna drop something, like, and I never knew how to do that with my music. Yeah. So when I seen yours, I don't know, do you have a team?
Yeah, I do have a team. Okay. So my team consists of Angel. That's the homie. Like,
and all these guys kind of give you tips on all this shit?
Well, I would say like they definitely like do like the video aspect of it, and like I'll ask them like, yo, like when should I drop this? But like for the most part, like promoting has always been like my favorite part of like the music thing. Like it's funny because a lot of people always be telling me like, yo, like like, how are you figuring, like, I like how you move, like, type shit. I like how you promote your shit. It's like very professional. Yeah. And I was like, thank you. Like, I appreciate that. And I feel like it wouldn't look so professional without the team, though, honestly. Like, if it wasn't for Angel, like, shooting the videos, the pictures, A-Bomb, my other homie, he does, like, pictures and videos, like, Jordy, I don't want to miss out anyone. A lot of the times, Angel's girlfriend Bianca would help us. Obviously still searching the producer. Like, if it wasn't for him, like, they're all like definitely like people that I really respect, and like I appreciate them so much. Like,
and they all believe in you.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, if it wasn't for them, like if it wasn't for Angel, as a matter of fact, like, I would definitely not be here. Like, he literally helped me install FL Studio on my laptop.
Really?
Like, yeah, like, he was there. Like, he taught me so much about, like, camera, like, editing, fucking shooting, like, a bunch of, like, little music videos for me. Like, and it was just, like, all, like, out of love. Like, I wasn't, like, I wasn't paying him anything. So it was, like, it was all out of love. And, like, he just believed in me from the jump. And it was, like, if it wasn't, like, for him, I mean, honestly, I probably would have not been where I'm at right now. I mean, I'm not like at any like really high level of success or anything, but you know, I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm telling you, bro, like looking at it, it just you do some like movie shit. Do you think that's like important?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like, I feel like the quality of everything needs to be like high. You need to set the bar high. You need to.
But what makes you think like that? Like, cause like me, one bad habit I have is just put it out. I just always put everything out. It doesn't matter if I'm doing a shitty song. I just put it out. And that's one of my bad habits. You seem like you kind of like look at it and just like, all right, we're going to tweak it up and make it perfect.
Yeah. I feel like that's definitely one of my major goals, but also I think it's a good habit to also build. Like, we're going to put this out regardless. Like, obviously, like, I do definitely put like some sort of like thought behind it. Everything that I do is definitely like plan out months in advance. Like,
okay,
I have my calendar and I'm like, at this day I'm gonna start promoting it. At this day I'm gonna post this picture. At this day I'm gonna post this video.
What? You have it like that,
yeah,
bro?
Like,
what the fuck?
I have like literally everything about. I have probably the next 2 months of music scheduled. I have the videos. I have the pictures. Like, it's all ready. And I just feel like, I mean, a lot of the times, like, I do want to just put it out, but I have to put myself like in a position of like, no one is managing me. I don't have a record label behind me. So it's like, I need to move like as if I was a record label. How do the record labels think? They promote everything accordingly. There's dates.
Shoots.
There's photo shoots. You don't just drop like 5 songs out of the blue. Yeah. Because I'm not at that level. I'm not Drake or anything. I can't just drop a song tomorrow and expect
a fucking thousands of people to
listen to it. So it's really important to promote your songs. It's really important you have quality, because if you start off with quality, then people are gonna like always connect that with you. Like,
take you serious too.
Yeah. Like, if you drop like something shitty, then that's what they're gonna connect.
You're a shitty rapper.
not even you can drop the fire, like a super fire song, but if you don't have like the pictures and the videos and the promo to back it up, it's not gonna get you anything.
Yeah, and that's reality, dude. Like, you won't. Yeah,
it sucks, honestly. Like, but what I've learned, it's just like, it's a game. Like, at the end of the day, like, you got to know how to play it. You got to know how to play the part.
It's chess, yeah.
You got to know just like everything. And I'm thankful that I started making beats, and I'm thankful that I have people around me to like show me like, oh, like, that's cool, or like, that's corny. Because I feel like my image is what my team built it to be. And I feel like the promo aspect of it, that's coordinated by me, but the image, the videos, and the pictures is definitely like, that's all the team right there.
Yeah. I like that one picture you got with you're like out the car and you're signing autographs.
Oh yeah,
bro, that shit, like, even that, bro, I'm like, this fool's already signing autographs. Like, who the fuck gets autographs nowadays? And he's doing it.
Yeah, no.
But like, even that, just having an image in my head, you're right. It makes people look at you like, oh, he's doing things.
Yeah.
And the way you have it structured and promoting, Matter of fact, promoting right now. You're promoting right now, and I thought about this right now. You're gonna have an album or EP dropping?
Yeah. So I actually have. All right. So I have a bunch of things lined up. So I had this next single dropping. It's called Lavish. Then shortly after Lavish, I'm gonna drop an EP with my homie Still Searching. It's gonna be called Still Searching for DannyV. And that's going to be like an EP, 7 tracks. And then shortly after that, I want to drop another single. It's called Player, or like Still Not a Player. I like sampled that one Big Pun song.
Okay.
And then shortly after that, I want to drop like my first mixtape. So I want to build up, because realistically, I would say it's like, I only have like 3 singles out right now. I mean, they're solid, but I still need to continue building this, like my foundation of like songs. Like, this is what he started off with. And then shortly after, you know, I want to like start doing shows. I mean, I was like doing like little shows at this UFC gym in Sunnyvale. Shout out to my homie Diz. He's from San Jose. He's the one that kind of got me connected with people out there.
Sick.
And so yeah, like right now it's just building this catalog of songs, and I feel like I'm really confident in them. I'm confident in this next single that's coming out. It's really good, and I already have the promo for that. That's actually what I was like working on this weekend. Yeah. Just like
because I was like, damn, this was doing a photo shoot. Like, I get shy when it comes to cameras, bro. Like, even though we have cameras in front of us right now, but this is different. Like,
no, yeah,
I've always been shy.
I don't get me wrong. Like, I've always been shy in front of cameras as well. Like, you can ask Angel or like the people that were with me from the beginning. Like, I hated being in front of the camera. Like I said, I just wanted to be a producer. I just wanted to be like
going back to that, you did say that you want to be behind the scenes. You don't want to be seen. So how do you deal with performing live now? Do you get anxiety?
Oh no, not at all. Like
so when you're live, you're like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
When I did my first show,
that's crazy.
It was like I was at the UFC gym, and I remember my homie was like, oh, like, you know, take a sip of this, like it will like ease your nerves. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. Like, I'd rather just do this.
You're sober. Damn.
Yeah. Like, I want to remember this. I want to be able to like be conscious of like how I'm doing my body gestures and stuff like that. And like after we did it, like we recorded it, and I like played my like performance back, and I was like, okay, how could I do this better? And then we did another one at the same place. And then it was really just like, I found it as an opportunity to like, you know, get better at performing, because I've never performed. And like now it's funny though, because I'll just go to like any like house party or something like that, and they'll play my songs, and they're like, sing it. And I was just like, I was like, fuck it. I'll sing it. But it's really just.
That's like, good that you keep it like that though.
Yeah.
That's professional. You're being professional about it. You don't drink. You just fucking go. I mean, you obviously drink, but not like before you perform.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to keep that habit, just like staying sober when I'm like performing, and like just trying to give like my all in a performance.
Yeah.
I have like actually like a little clip on my Instagram of like when I was performing out there.
I think I seen that one. I can't remember.
Yeah, I like that performance. It was pretty good. And I was actually I was out last night, and we were at the Blue Lagoon. You ever been?
Yeah.
And they have like a open mic area in the back.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
on
try
the right side.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to set that up. I want to have like a show out there.
You know who you should hit up? I mean, I don't know if he still has like people there that he can get in contact with, but Bo Dixon.
Bo Dixon?
Yeah, Bo Dixon. He did like a whole event.
Yeah.
Before he got shot, but
shit.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but
is he still?
No,
alive?
He's still alive.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You're about to say RP.
Yeah.
Nah, he barely made it. He got like shot 14 times, but yeah, savage. But he fucking was throwing shows, and it was lit at the Blue Lagoon. He knows someone there, so maybe and he makes music too. I'll show you his music.
Yeah, you got to show me. I actually met the manager at the Blue Lagoon.
Oh, then you're good. Yeah, okay.
I was like, went to the back of the security, and I was like, hey, who's in charge of all this?
Damn, like, this one went straight to the fucking that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah. It was dope. I didn't want to go out. I don't really like going out like that. And but it was good. Like I felt like it was meant to happen. So I went over there.
And he was there?
Yeah, and she's like, yo, he's at the bar. His name's Ian. And I was I was like, what's up? I was like, my name's Danny. I was like, I'm trying to do a show here. Like, what do I got to do?
Yeah.
So he gave me his card. I'm actually going to email him after this. And then I want to go in person again and like let him know that I'm serious about it and that I feel like I'm confident enough to, you know, get people to show up. But that's a little later on, not too much later, probably like in the next month or so. But
it'll be good to drop your album, do album release, and just kind of do all your tracks right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking actually. So
yeah, I want to. Good, yeah. If you really talk to him, you're gonna get locked in.
Yeah, hopefully, I want to do that, and then we'll see where we can move up from there. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, like it would pretty much after all the songs drop. You know, I want to see how they're received, and you know how people feel about it, and I'm just gonna move from there, really. But it's a lot of little things that happen, you know, just to get to where I'm at now. That I feel like, cause on my Instagram, like I just archive a lot of things, and I just keep the important parts about like my journey. So like, I just
why do you archive him?
I archive them cause I feel like if you have like your feed a little too overloaded, then no one's really gonna look through it. That's just off of like my personal experience. Like when I'm looking at an artist page, like maybe differently, like if they're more established, then fine. If they have like a really good page, but if you're coming up and your feed is like fucking like 100, like it's different though. Like
yeah, I'm not gonna. It's hard to like scroll through everything.
Yeah, but like in your case, it'd probably be different because you have a podcast, so you'd want to have everyone there that was on the show on your feed. But as opposed to like if I'm looking at like a rapper or like an artist and they got like 100 posts and like a lot of the majority of the time like they're not even important.
Yeah.
Like they're pictures of like fucking them just out. And not that that's wrong or anything. Like everyone can like have it their way or like post however they want. But for me, I want people to go to my profile, go to the first page or the first post, couple of posts, and be like, okay, that's what's important right now.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing, and that's what I'm interested. So I have the link there. Click it, and it takes you.
Yeah, because that keeps it short and simple.
Exactly.
Because like if you're promoting the EP,
yeah,
you got all this shit right there. But if you're just doing the EP by itself and you have every song of the EP right there, it's easy just to fucking get in tune with that. That's smart.
Yeah. So I always want to just keep it like relevant to what I'm doing now, because I mean, if you're really interested like in seeing what I've done in the past, I'll keep everything on my YouTube. Like I won't take anything.
I was gonna ask you that. Do you plan on vlogging or anything? Because I feel like you already are vlogging.
Yeah. So I actually did have like a little show. I guess I am kind of vlogging in a sense, but so if we backtrack to 2020, I started this show on YouTube, and I would just put it on like IGTV, where like I was telling you, I would like sample a song. It was called From Scratch, and I started that with Angel as well. Basically I would chop up like a sample or whatever, and then I would like make the beat, and then I eventually like I started bringing like over people like producers or like artists, and so pretty much after that I did like 10 episodes, and I think I had like maybe like four or five guests, and I think on the last one I had like a rapper, and so I made the beat on the spot.
Nice.
And then he rapped on it at the end, and
so that wasn't trash.
No, that's the homie. Yeah,
he's a good rapper there.
Yeah. He was my homie. He's the one that's actually the same guy. His name's Diz. I actually I'm gonna produce a whole tape for him. I already sent him all.
Dope. So you're still making beats as you're making music.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like because it's like pretty much what I do now is like I'll make the beat, and if I like the beat, then I'll get on it. I'll keep it for myself, and if I don't, then shit, I'll just archive it. And if someone DMs me for beats, then I'm like, all right. Or like,
check this out. Yeah.
What I usually do now is like, I'll make the beat, I'll record it, I'll put it on my Instagram story, and then I'll have a recording of it, so that way you can have like a more crisp idea of what it sounds like. And then from there, you'll usually like DM me. They'll be like, oh, like I like this beat, and I was like, I'm selling it. You know, like how much do you want it for? Yeah. Or like I'll set a price, but you know, that's like. Sick. I just want to like also just make income, and I feel like that's my form of income when it comes. I've also been selling like verses and stuff like that.
So you write a song and then sell it to them?
Or like more like they pay me to get on the track.
Okay. Yeah. Right. You should do that too though, cuz I mean the way you write is fucking really good, so I feel like you can sell a song just doing it. I don't know. I forget his name, but that one guy sold a song to Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah.
What's his name again?
I think he's from Salinas, right, or something. Or...
I can't remember, dude. Like he sold Justin Bieber a really good song.
Oh, Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know why I forgot his name, but he fucking was making the song, and he didn't want to make a love song, and then he sells it to Justin Bieber, and that's like one of the fucking biggest songs that Justin Bieber has.
I definitely.
So I feel like you can do that too.
No, yeah, I think like I doubt anyone locally would maybe buy like a verse or something like I guess something written, but I would be willing to like sell like. Be like a ghostwriter.
Yeah, there you go. I can't think of the word.
Yeah, I feel like down the line, like I think I'd be interested in like, you know, just writing songs for other people. I feel like, you know, I think I like have a good idea of how to like write songs about like when it comes to like girls and stuff like that. I feel like I don't want to like make that my thing or like a gimmick or anything. I want to be able to write about anything, but you know, if I ever got into like writing songs for others, I definitely do like some like love songs type shit.
Love songs.
Yeah, for like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, hey, you never know. You just spoke into existence right now.
Let's do it.
You're manifesting
Justin
it.
Bieber.
Yeah.
What's up?
Exactly. Let me get this phone call real quick.
Oh yeah, do your thing. I guess I'd probably say like going back to like definitely like just highlighting moments was, you know, making that one beat on that just popped off. You know, meeting the homie from Florida, because I feel like from there. So recently I actually flew out to Florida.
Oh, you went out too?
Yeah, and we actually did like a bunch of like promo video shooting over there, because you know he's got his people over there. But you know, prior to that, he got me connected with like this platform. It's called like Audio Vibes. And from there, what it was is just like making beats for content creators. Nice. Because, you know, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are trying to get royalty-free beats. Yeah. So I did that. And then that connected me with like other producers. And then that's actually when we started this like I guess you can say like label. He started it. It's called like Brunch Boys. And so what it is just like a collective of producers. And some of us are like, we'll record as well. And so really what I wanted to do when I got to Florida is like connect with them and like make beats, make songs. And when I was out there, I also linked up with like other rappers from other cities that I had collaborated with. That's it. We were out in Florida. We were like in the north, I believe.
How long were you guys out there for?
I was out there for a week. And since when I was out there, I just kind of like met up with a bunch of producers and rappers, and I met up with videographers, and we shot, you know, the promo video for the Still Searching for DannyV. And then
why that title?
It was just really just he came up with it. It was I mean, his name's Still Searching, and DannyV, so it was like Still Searching.
I thought you were like just like it was like something behind.
Well, there is actually. So
I was like, this fool's still trying to find himself.
No, so what it was is we were I mean, yeah, we came up with that title, but we also wanted to like
have a meaning.
So then there's not really a meaning, but like we can add like a story to it. So I don't really like want to like spill too much information on like the video, but basically it's like they got like a bounty on me or something like that. Okay. So it's like it's gonna be like a little movie.
Oh shit.
They got like a bounty, like they're trying to kill me. I owe someone money, and so in the video it's like he's got like, you know, his people trying to find me, and they got guns and shit, and we're in the woods, like on some fucking Rambo type shit.
This sounds fucking dope.
Yeah. And so like, like it basically in the promo video, like they're trying to look for me, and I'm in the woods, and I'm like running, and then they're just like they're looking for me. They're trying to kill me, and so it's like.
You're gonna have the fucking knife in your mouth and all that.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know. We're just having fun with it. I mean, it's just, you know, I really just wanted to put that together because I feel like, he was, you know, he produced my first song, and we did that one beat tape. I mean, prior to that, I had like put out a bunch of beat tapes, like, and no one. I mean, people would listen. Actually, That's a lie. People were listening to them.
Yeah.
But I feel like eventually, like, it kind of got to a point where it was like, and like, no one really gonna go out of their way to go listen to a beat.
Yeah, unless they're rappers or
yeah. So I figured that, and like I was like, I'm not really gonna put them out anymore, but I'll do different stuff related to beats. And that's kind of when I started that show, where I was like chopping shit up, and then shortly after the show is when I started recording.
Dope.
So I stopped putting beats out like that, but I'll still like promote beats on like my story. I won't really put it on my feed or anything, but if someone hits me up for beats, I'll give them that.
That's
so
sick.
I was like, I feel like it would make sense to, you know, we did a beat tape. Now we should just do like an actual like collab, you know, and that will be like a good, you know, start to, you know,
a new beginning.
Yeah, basically a new beginning, because it's like I'd have 3 singles out prior to that, you know, three other songs plus that. So I'd say like 6 songs total, but I'd only categorize 3 as singles, and then the EP and then a tape. So I feel like just right there is a good body of work, but it's just a start.
And that's all gonna be released this year, or?
Oh yeah, within the next couple of weeks for sure. Like,
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, like I feel like consistency is key, and I definitely, you know, I don't want to miss a beat. I don't want to miss any opportunities. I definitely, like, I'm in a position right now where I don't have priorities. Like, I don't have to necessarily, like, I'm not working right now. I'm just making my money off my beats, on mixing, on selling verses. And I feel like as long as I can keep that going, then, you know, like, every day it can't go unwasted, because, you know, I don't know when, you know, like, shit, I'm gonna have to get a job or some shit, like, or something just goes bad, you know.
You see DannyV fucking working at McDonald's.
Yeah, shit.
I seen that song, bro. No, okay.
I mean, shit. You gotta also, like, you gotta find a way to, like, set your pride aside eventually as well, because, you know, you gotta pay the bills too at the end of the day.
Exactly.
But I feel like I've worked jobs and stuff, but I don't want to go back to that. Like,
isn't it crazy? Because, like, every time I'm at a job, I'm always thinking about this. Like, like, for you, it would be music or beat making. Yeah. So when you're there, you can't wait to go home and make a beat or fucking music. Yeah. So it's hard to tell someone that doesn't understand that. That's like, dude, I work construction. Just do it. Nah, dude, when I'm at construction, that shit sucks. Like, you don't want to be there. Like, you're thinking about this. People that do construction actually like it. That they get a thrill, like how you get a thrill of making music. Yeah. That's what people don't understand. And it's hard for, like, a young artist to just keep going, you know, because you're right here selling beats. You kind of have, like, it's crazy to think you set every platform so you can make beats, make money off of that. You can produce, you can make money off of that. So that's, like, that's what it's all about. Like, you gotta encourage. And I see a lot of artists that want to do it, but they don't do what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
Like, think about it, because I had to do the same shit, bro. Like, I had to learn how to make beats. I had to learn how to fucking produce my own music. And people are right there with their hands out, just like, I don't know what's going on. My shit's not going good. But, like, you figured out how to promote all that shit. That's where a lot of artists need to, just like you said, like, you have to realize you're not going to be the next artist if you don't motivate yourself to get better. And it seems like you keep getting better every time I see your work.
Thank you. I mean, that's always the goal. I want to get better. I want to reach a certain level of success where I feel like I can pay the people around me. Because, I mean, without them, I can't continue to grow. And I also just, you know, going back to what we were talking about earlier, like, I want to set a good foundation in my hometown. You know, I don't want to leave without setting a mark. I don't want to go to a different city yet until I feel like I've made, like, a statement here.
What makes you keep thinking that way? Like, that you have to do something here first?
I just feel like I just want to set a good foundation, and I want to get that hometown love. You know, I feel like for me, it's an important thing. Yeah. Like, I just feel like, you know, it was just like, not to sound corny or anything, but, like, it was, like, really, like, I was raised here, you know? No, yeah. So it's like, I don't necessarily.
And no one really knows about Watsonville.
Yeah,
that's, like, one thing I always trip out. Like, I say Watsonville, and, like, everywhere I've been to, like, what?
Yeah.
Even Santa Cruz, they're like, what the fuck, Santa Cruz?
Yeah.
They're like, no one knows until I say maybe either some people don't know what San Jose.
Yeah,
so I have to say
that's just
fucking
crazy.
San Francisco.
No, yeah, I definitely want to make it like a thing where I let everyone know where I'm from. Even in my performances, I say my name and I say where I'm from. When I meet someone,
California.
yeah, like I make sure like but like I try to stay away from like doing it like in a corny way, because it can get corny like when you're like, oh, Watsonville, this and that. But you know, anytime or opportunity where I can tell someone where I'm from, and like I wanted to change that like perspective that, you know, we're only making like a certain sound here, because there's so many creative people around here. It's crazy. Like there's so many artists around here that, you know, I feel like really have this like the skills to like be successful. But
what do you think's holding that back? Because I've said the same thing where it's like I mentioned a couple artists like Bo Dixon. He's from Santa Cruz and he's really good. And there's other people like I can't think of them off the top, but like there's so many artists I met. I'm like, why is it that Wattsville cannot make its own scene?
Yeah, like break through from that.
Yeah. Do you think it's just people don't want to collab with each other, or people just like, because you know, like I mean, you grew up in Wattsville, so like there's some people that are just like, look at this fool, look at this fool, like they kind of like want you to fail.
Yeah,
they don't want to like see you go up because they're like fuck, I didn't make it, like he can't make it, you know, that type of shit.
Yeah, I feel like it's true. Like people don't want to rock with you here. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't honestly like.
It's not everybody.
Not to say in like sound a certain way or like cocky or anything, but I feel like I get love, like the love I feel like I deserve, but I can't say that goes the same way for other people. Like certain people like don't want to show love for other people. I feel like it's just like a matter of gaining other people's respect, and like, you know, obviously like at the beginning no one's gonna rock with you. Like I can say like that for sure. When I put my first beat out like in 2016, it's a couple hundred. Maybe. And I remember everyone that listens to the song, like when I make a song and I put it out or I put a beat, I look at the likes, I look at who's DMing me. Like I'm very conscious of that, and I make sure I have a conversation with them. Like that was always my like important thing. That's something that, you know, I'll take with me, because I already graduated and shit, and like I got job offerings and shit too, but I turned them down. I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna just do this.
Graduated what?
So I graduated in San Jose State. I got an engineering degree.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. But one thing I did
That's
take
sick.
one thing I did take away from like learning what I did is like, it's like I said, quality, but also building like a good connection with, you know, who's listening to you. I wouldn't say people, when you know, you talk about it in the business aspect, you know, you talk about it as a customer. But in my case, I wouldn't say like, oh, the people who listen to my shit are customers. They're more like supporters. So if you fuck with me, like I will be like vocal, like, yo, like thank you for fucking with me. Like I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to just listen to it, to click it 1 minute, even if it's just 1 minute. Like that means the world to me, honestly. Because it's like a lot of time people will put out things and, you know, no one wants to click it, you know, and we live like in a generation where, you know, you want everything fast. Yeah. And so as an artist, you need to be able to cater to this new generation. I mean, I'm part of this generation, but I'm very I observe like how everything, or I try to like, you know, take notes. Like if things are getting consumed fast, like I have to continue to like stay at that pace. Yeah. And I'm not like, I don't mind it, honestly. I don't mind putting in the work, because I know that that's part of the like journey, honestly. Yeah. You have to put in the work. But, you know, kind of going back to what I was saying is like, you need to like make sure you build a good connection with the people that are supporting you. Hell yeah. And that's from like the jump. Like people will DM you if like they say they fuck with you or like it's dope, like, you know, conversate with them, you know, build a connection with them, as opposed to just like putting like an emoji like bless. Yeah. Like, oh, thank you for rocking with me. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I always thought that was like, you know, they're like going out of their way to show love. you know, the least you can do is like show
unless
love
it's
back.
Nipsey Hussle. I got a blessed thing like that, and I was like, thank you.
Yeah, I
he
mean,
responded. No,
I mean, I'm sure like for me it's important because I feel like
that's good though. Like
yeah.
that you actually connect, because a lot of people don't think that way. So that's cool that you are like speaking with you just within this hour. Like I want to see you succeed because you're like genuine. Like I feel like we're already homies. Like we're
most definitely.
Yeah, even though I seen you a couple of times. Yeah. At the Nipsey
at the
thing.
Nipsey.
Yeah, bro. I think it's funny that you say that, because now I put like I think I remember seeing you.
Yeah,
but I just didn't know who you were.
I was wearing a blue Warrior
Dude,
shirt.
oh my god. I keep picturing blue and you just yeah.
I was wearing a blue Warrior shirt with a snapback. I was with my homie Scott Choi. Yeah, she was
that's
funny.
so crazy, bro.
I remember when he walked in, he was like, neighborhood.
Yeah,
and
bro.
He's like, did he just say neighborhood? And I was like,
dude, he just like the whole time was just like,
yeah.
I'm like, Nip, bro, why are you like tripping, bro? Like, that's why I couldn't do the freestyle, because I was like, bro, he's gonna be like, man, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get embarrassed,
bro. He was tripping. I mean, he's got like, you know, I mean, he's got to stay vigilant like that.
Yeah,
because I mean,
he's,
see what happened
a G.
to him now.
Yeah, he's a G.
Know?
But that's good though. Like you stay, you know, talking to everybody, and I feel like you're definitely gonna like go bigger than what you think.
I mean,
I feel like you already know it, but like you're really humble. I can tell, but I feel like you're definitely gonna go way above that.
I mean, whatever I always say, like whatever's meant to be, it's meant to be, and whatever's not, it's not. And if I can do something about it, if I can work hard, then I will. But at the end of the day, I always wanted to say, like, if, you know, this doesn't work out, at least I can say in 5 years that I tried it.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I feel like, you know, a lot of people say they want to do something, but they never see it to the end.
Doesn't that trip you out?
I mean,
you probably met a lot of people that gave up.
Yeah, I mean, I did, honestly, and it's crazy. Like, I feel like my biggest fear is, like, I don't want anyone to ever be like, oh, like, whatever happened to Danny?
Yeah.
Like, type shit. Like,
yeah.
Because I'd be talking about, like, my homies, like, oh, whatever happened to that fool? You don't know. You never hear about it. Like, I don't ever want to be like, unless I said, like, oh, I gave this my all.
Yeah.
And, you know, it didn't work, but, you know, he's doing that now.
That's
know?
true, huh? Like,
that's the only time.
Remember Toxic?
Yeah,
it was a good song, but he just he said he was gonna drop an album. He never did.
Yeah. I never wanted to be like that. I'll give him my all, but like going back to Nipsey though, like I feel like eventually you will probably reach a certain level of success where you can't really talk to everyone. But there was this thing that Gary V said. I don't know if you know Gary V.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stories about that.
Yeah. Gary V. He's the GOAT. I want to.
He's one of the reasons. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. Did you meet Gary V?
Yeah.
Oh damn. No.
That's one of the reasons why I started a podcast.
That's dope.
Because I just kept filtering through a bunch of shit. Like I said, I was trying to vlog for a minute.
Yeah.
There's still old vlog videos that I've just never like.
I mean, this is essentially like, I mean, a vlog is just like a video, and you put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I
guess technically you're still. I mean, it's a podcast, but
I feel like
doing it.
The vlog, because I mean, a vlog could be you just cleaning your fucking garage. I've seen a video of that. That's why I know people can make it vlogging. Like you vlogging everything that you're doing, you have a cameraman, so you're set. Like if you guys constantly do it, it's like one thing that made me fall in love with Wiz Khalifa when he first came out was his weekly videos. And I watched him I was like, I want that. I want to be that. Like I really fell in love with him just from those videos.
Oh yeah.
And then I started listening to his music.
Yeah, Wiz Khalifa. I watched those the day-to-days.
Yeah, day-to-days. Yeah. I was trying to think. I was trying to do weekly things.
No, yeah, that thing was that's iconic right there, bro. Like,
bro,
you know, like, yeah.
But what were you gonna say about Gary V? My bad.
Oh no, I was gonna say what he did say though was like, you know, you're not like don't be that guy where like if people comment on your shit, like don't like and you don't say anything. Like I always want to make sure I get to everyone. Like no matter, he's like, you're not like that big that to the point where like you can't comment, you know, you can't show love back.
Unless they keep saying promote it on. I hate those. When I use hashtags, I just keep seeing people say promote it on this.
Yeah, the bots.
Cool shit. Promote it on. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I want real people liking my shit.
But what were you gonna say about Gary V? You met him though?
Yeah, dude. Like, so when I moved out, I found out about Gary V on what's that shit? Breakfast Club.
Okay, yeah.
And then I was like, who is this guy talking like about selling this, making money? And then like I started looking into him, and he's just so motivating. And him and this other book, I forget what it's called, but that's one of the reasons why I want to move, because I was like, I needed to like get bigger and better than what I am right now.
Yeah.
So when I was like listening to him all the time, and then I finally met him the first time.
Yeah.
And dude, I've never been like, Nipsey was starstrucking too.
Yeah.
But like when I seen Gary V, I didn't even know what to say, bro. First of all, he was way shorter than me. And when I shook his hand, like I had this button up. He's like, dude, cool outfit. And I was like, thank you. Like I was like all nervous. And then I just remember saying to him like, fucking, hey, like, can I work for you? Cause dude, at this time I didn't know what I was doing with my life.
Yeah. What did he say?
And he's like, just email me with this picture, and then we'll see what happens. I emailed it. I never got a response.
Damn.
And then I met him again.
Yeah.
And Complex Con.
Oh shit, that's dope. Yeah. How was that?
Yeah, it was dope. But I was mainly there for him.
Yeah.
And the first time I went, it was dope. And then the second time I went to Complex Con, I was just mainly there for him. I didn't really explore everything else. But you should go. It's lit.
Yeah, I need to go.
But yeah, I fucking told him like some crazy story. Like pretty much one of my old homies like is connected with like some like cartel shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he was like trying to like, I don't know, I don't want to get too deep into it, but like I told him like, I was like, what's your opinion on fast money? And he's like, oh, fast money sucks. Like go with slow money. That's the best way. He's like, dude, I thought about you. I was about to make fast money doing some cartel shit. Yeah. He's like, I thought about you, and I turned it down. Yeah. And then he's like, bro, I got goosebumps, man. I got goosebumps. He's all, brother, dude. He's all, I'm fucking got the chills on that. Dude, thank you for telling me that. Yeah. I shook his hand, and then like, I'm like, dude, it's crazy because you're right there with the guy that you listen to. Yeah. Like, he's like an OG in a sense. No, yeah. And then like, it's just like 10 seconds of that, and then like, all right, you're done, and like you go back to reality. And I'm like looking back, I'm like, I'm really looking at Gary V. Like, yeah, it's just like one of those moments where it's not like surreal. Like you can't explain it.
No, yeah, that he's inspiring. You know, I feel like not a lot of people. It's either you like him or you don't. I know like people like my homies, hate him. They don't fuck with him. They're like, this guy's like, he's like corny. You know, like because he's like. He thinks that like cussing all the time is gonna get his point across type shit.
But that's just it does. But that's just how he is. That's why I try to tell people, I'm like, he doesn't shy away from who he is, and that's what motivates me like to do this. Like I talk about my stories. Like some people are like, well, why do you talk about like how? Because I used to like do a bunch of coke, sell it, and I always talk about it because that is who I used to be.
Yeah, it's your journey,
and it's just one of those things where. You don't shy away from being yourself. Like the way you are right now, off mic, you're the same. Like
I appreciate that.
So that's what people need to realize. You gotta be you. The Gary V cusses. He's not fucking smart. He doesn't have the right words to say the same. I'm the same way. I cuss all the time. I say like a lot. Like
who cares?
It is what it is. So when people hate on Gary V, I'm like, dude, he talks about that all the time. He's like, people shit on me all the time. Yeah. But fucking, I'm gonna keep doing me.
No, yeah, I like his energy, and I definitely like. You know, there's always little things that I take from advice. I like to like take advice from different things, and I like to just read different books and try to apply anything that I can to my personal life to make it, or not necessarily my personal life, but more so like my musical like business. I was like, how can I apply this to that?
See, that's what's cool. Like you're willing to like always get better.
Yeah.
You feel like you're not good, so like not saying that you don't think you're good, but like you just know you can get better than what it is. Yeah. And that's why you're open. That's why your team too help develop you even more, because you're always like, what do you think about this? And they're like, well, you should do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely. They got a good style. They got a good sense of like, what would be cool and what would be not.
And I'm pretty sure you're knowledgeable where like, I mean, sometimes there's what they say isn't good. So you're like, nah,
there's some things that I take with and some things I don't. But like there'll be some times where it'll just be like, oh, what about this? And like, that's fucking dumb. They're like, not fucking dumb. That's kind of mean. But like you probably shouldn't do that. And I'd be like, you're probably right.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of times like that. And, you know, you just got to be like willing to don't get your feelings hurt. Like, you just got to be like, fuck it. Like, you got to set your pride aside and just be like, okay. Like,
do you ever feel like since they're your friends, they're kind of being nice to you too? Because I used to feel like that with music. I'll put out a song and I'm like, dude, something about this song I don't like. Yeah. And then everybody around was like, it's dope. But then when I put it out, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I feel like, well, usually when I tell them like listen to this, I'll just be like just be honest with me. Like, just be mean. Like, I don't care. Like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Like,
but you really need to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, and usually you can always tell, like, just like off their facial expressions. Like, if the song's good, then I can tell, like, just based off like your expression. Like, yeah, and you don't really got to sugarcoat it for me. Like, if you think it could be better, like, and that's pretty much what happened with like Toxic though. Is like, I recorded in the studio, and I remember I got out of the studio and I was like, bro, I don't like how it sounds. And they said, nah, you're tripping. Like, it sounds good. And I was like, nah, like, I'm used to this original sound that I had mixed. And eventually, like, I did like 5 other versions of it. And they were like, bro, you're tripping. I dropped it, and I mean, it did good. So I was like, in that case, like, I was wrong. Yeah. And at first I didn't want to accept it, but I was like, and you know what, you're right. And I'm just going to go with, you know.
Because you know what you put into it. So that's the trippy part, because you have that in your head that you can't get that out. Yeah. But with them, they're on the outside like, dude, we know what's good. We heard your shit.
Yeah. So sometimes it could be like, you know, it could go both ways around. Like, maybe one time you might think you're the right one, and maybe you're right, or, you know, vice versa. So it's just like, you just got to be, you know, open to like it. And I think my family, like my brothers and my parents, like, if they hear something, like, they will tell me like, yeah, that was good, or no, that wasn't good. Like, I feel like they're usually like people, my family is definitely like people that will be like honest with you. Like,
straightforward.
So they don't beat around the bush. So I feel like just having that, you know, just build me used to, like, you know, whatever anyone else has to say. But for the most part, usually, like, I only play people some shit that I'm confident about. Yeah. So it's like, I hope to get a good reaction to it, because I'm like, if I'm showing it to you, it's likely because I feel good about it. As opposed to, I'll usually never really show anything that I'm shaky about. And that's really why when I first started recording, like, I didn't put out anything. Like, I had like a whole tape's worth of like songs, but I was like, they're not good. And I'm not even going to put them out.
See, I feel like a lot of people don't see that. They think like right away you came out and then Toxic.
Oh, no.
And
definitely not.
People need to understand that, like, you have to go through your shitty like state. Like me, that's why I told you my downfall was like, I put out all my music. It didn't matter if it was a filler track. It didn't matter if everything was out. And I like what you're doing, where you're just mastering it and then putting it out. Like, you just said that you have fucking other mixtapes that you just never released.
Yeah, they're never gonna come out. I might take inspiration from certain lines, but they're never gonna come out. And even in between, like, writing songs, like, I'll write like 3, and I'm just like, they're cool, but they're not good. And that was the same thing. That's how I started making beats. It was like I said, I had a bunch of beats, and it wasn't until like years later that I started putting them out, because I was like, oh, I'm confident in these. So it's like, the beginning is just scratch. Yeah. You know,
you're just working. Yeah. It's like when you first start working out, people are already flexing in the mirror. It's like, nah, bro. Like, results are going to show within a couple months or years, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. You just got to put in the hours. And, you know, I still feel like I'm always going to feel like there's always room for improvement. And I feel like you just have to have that mindset. Like, growth is just key. You never want to stay stagnant. You never want to keep making the same thing. You know, you just got to find different ways to do it, and, like, you know, talk to different people. Exactly. And, you know, once you feel like you've reached like a good point, that's when you start expanding. Oh, yeah. That's when you go, you know, like I'm saying, like, past your city. Yeah. And go to other places and shit like that. But it's cool now. Like, I feel like definitely like looking back at when I look at my stats on like SoundCloud or like Apple Music, like I can see who's listening, and it's
and
like,
how's that looking?
It's like spread off, like it's a spread across the map. On SoundCloud, it's like definitely spread all across California. Like the numbers are just everywhere.
Is that where people mainly listen to your music?
Nah, like Florida.
Okay.
Florida, different.
But on SoundCloud, or is it?
It's like on SoundCloud. YouTube? On SoundCloud, it's mainly like it's worldwide. Like, and I don't really know who they are. I can actually see the users.
Yeah.
So it's funny because some people will be playing my shit like 26 times, and I'm like, I got 4 songs.
Yeah.
Like, you playing my shit back like that?
Yeah.
It's crazy. But I would say like, yeah, majority is like California. It's like spread everywhere. You know, I'll see like San Jose, Watsonville, Gilroy, like San Francisco, and then over there it's like Pensacola, which is where I was at, and like just different parts. Like if it wasn't for that connection, I would have not had people over there like listening to my
bumping your shit. Yeah.
And that's what I was saying though. Like I was at a party and they were playing like my shit and people were singing to it, bro. And I was across country.
Yeah.
I was like, bruh, like this is crazy.
Yeah.
I would have not expected
that. That was a surreal moment where you're like looking at like, what the fuck? Yeah.
It was definitely a surreal moment. Like, and it was just.
And did you guys get that on camera?
Yeah, I recorded it on my story.
Yeah,
and it's like, it's crazy. They sing my shit, but no, like it's really spread across everywhere. Like I can't really like, I mean, obviously, like I can pinpoint like the majority, which is like locally, which is good. That's like that's what I want.
That's what you wanted.
But you know, I'm still searching for like ways where I can like expand my audience without necessarily having to leave, because there's ways to do it. You know, you get yourself on.
You know, it's crazy that you said that, because I've been thinking about that too.
Yeah.
Like
expand your audience.
Yeah. Well, especially for this, because I'm like, I don't know if I should travel. Like I met a couple people that had potential, like maybe in Texas.
Yeah.
I was like, should I travel to Texas just to do a podcast, or should I just do it like FaceTime?
I think from my perspective, it seems like you're already doing the right things. You know, you're in the South, which everyone from different places is going out to like LA. So if anything, that's the best place to be, because if you meet someone and then let's say they came from like Texas and then you did the interview and then they reposted on their story or their feed or whatever, now all their followers from Texas are going to be like, oh, annoying neighbors, who's that? Click on that. And then now you might have done this interview in Los Angeles, but now you have people Texas. And I think that they really just, I feel like you just got to keep on doing the podcast, because then you're just going to meet different people and they're going to put on their friends of that. And then eventually it's like, you're going to, you know, people are going to be asking you for the,
that's
let me get an interview.
Yeah. Once I have that, I could just map it out.
Exactly.
Right now it's just kind of like I got to hit everybody up, and then it's the whole process. But my goal for this is just to reach 100 podcasts. So what's your goal with your music?
My goal is to reach a certain level of success where I can pay the people around me. I want to be like, you know, continue being happy about making music and just be, you know, financially stable doing it. That's really all I care about.
Isn't that crazy? Because like some people like want hundreds and thousands. Like, I want to be able to like get billions or whatever.
I mean,
I feel like as an artist, you'll be happy just to do a tour and just be able to fucking pay off your house, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, like that's definitely like that's my goal, and like I've been saying that these past couple of weeks. Like that's my goal. That's my goal. That's all I want right now. Once I reach that goal, then I'll be on to the next one. But until now, like I have my book and I write down all my goals. I said, okay, this is what I want to do this year. And I have my calendar and I have my whiteboard of the tracks that I want to put out. And I'll just write it down. So I like to take things one step at a time. And then once I get there, obviously, like my next goal is going to be like, you know, I want to start touring or something like that. And then after that, it's like, I want to start my own, you know, buy some businesses or like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I'm just taking it one step at a time. And then once I get there, you know, we'll see from there.
Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, fucking, it was dope having you on. Fucking, I think that's a good spot to leave it off at.
Yeah, most definitely.
Actually, I got one question, because I asked my last people.
Yeah.
If you were to meet anybody, dead or alive, and like you get to kick it with him all day. I'm talking about like you wake up, he's making breakfast with like, hey, what's up, bro? Like
making breakfast,
and then you guys kind of split apart for 2 hours and then meet back at the nightclub and party, or even make music. You have all day with them. Who would it be, dead or alive?
Shit. I'm gonna just say probably like Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. That's a good one.
I'd say Jay-Z. I feel like sitting down with him, like, I don't know, he's just an OG, bro.
Yeah, bro,
like,
that's a good one.
He's like, I think he's like one of the first billionaires in like the rap game, and you know, he started his label. He started with like Biggie and shit.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, just looking at his path. I mean, he's wifed up Beyonce, bro. Like, he obviously winning.
Yeah. And he has a lot of businesses. Like, he's good.
I feel like I definitely want to get into the business game. Like, that's, you know, a goal, like, in the far, like, you know, I'm talking maybe like 10 years from now, I want to start owning businesses.
Yeah.
I definitely want to start applying what I've learned to, like, in school to, like, I do it now to, like, music, but, like, in a more, like, concentrated sense with, like, you know, like, making revenue with, like, businesses and, you know, starting, like, loans and, you know, fucking...
Like an empire, pretty much.
Yeah, like an empire. And, because I feel like that's important, you know? Like, you can't put your chips in one bag all the time. Because I feel like I'm very aware that music is, you know, you got your hot years. You know, like, you're going to be relevant for so long. And then it's going to dive down. But you got to learn how to reinvent yourself and, you know, be big in, like, you know, this other field. Because obviously, like, I mean, there's certain, like, people, like, I still listen to Jay-Z's music, for example, type shit. But I don't know, like, I think of, like, people I look up to, like, Rick Ross or something like that, you know? I can't really compare him, though, because his music's still fire. I can't think of an artist that, like... But like
Rick Ross does invest. Like, he owns like 20 Wingstops or something.
Yeah. Like, shit like that. Like, they're not... And he has, like, cars, and he, like, has them in car shows, and he, like, makes money off shit like that, too. So, I want to definitely do that eventually, like, where it's, like, I'm not just doing music. All, like, music. Like, or you think of, like, Tyler, the Creator, you know, he's got his golf brand. He's got his carnival.
Yeah. Have you been there?
Nah, I never been.
Dude, I've been to twice. It's
really?
Yeah.
Dude, like, I don't really be going out like that to the south. Like, I mean,
you got to, dude. Everything's there. That's why I was asking if you want to stay here, because I get it. You should, but at the same time, like, for instance, I made connects just going off to like underground shows. Yeah, and like I already did a podcast with them. But if I never did that, I wouldn't have those people in mind. Like, I wouldn't have them on my podcast. Like, I can tap in. Like, it's always good to like. Expand. Like, you have people in San Jose. Yeah. Like, you went out there, you can hit them up and do stuff with them, but it's also good. You're still young. You might as well go down south for like a year or two.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely.
Fucking make more connections.
Yeah. That's definitely the plan for the next, you know, like, I feel like after I drop the tape, after the EP, then I feel like, and that's like, I'm talking about like within the next couple of months. So definitely, like, I will be leaving soon. Whether it be to like maybe Florida or to the south.
See, even Florida will be, that's true. You have connects out there.
Yeah, so, but I think, I might look into the south. I got a lot of, you know, friends out there.
Just to try it out. Like, it's exactly what you're doing with music. You try it out, it doesn't work. You have, I don't know where you're living at right now, but if you're at your parents, you're lucky enough to come back to your parents. And they want to encourage. That's what my dad told me. When I told him I want to move down south, I wasn't sure, bro. I'm like 23 at the time. Was I 23 or 26? Yeah. I can't remember. But it was 2016, so I think I was 26. Okay. And I remember telling my dad, like, what should I do? He's like, I'd rather you live saying you did it than saying what if. Yeah. That's true. Like, right now, you can move and then come back and you're still fucking 20. What are you right now? 24? You're 23? Yeah. Bro, live out there for 2 years, you're 25, bro. I know. That's just fucking 25. You're not even, like, I feel like 30 is the new 20s.
That's true, honestly.
Like, for real.
It's crazy. Like, you only think about it, though, when you're with younger cats. Like, when they're, like, 19 and you're like, yeah, I'm 23. They're like, damn, you're old.
Yeah, no, fuck, though. I do. Some of the people I work with, they're 20. and I'm 28.
Yeah.
And like, fuck, you're old. I'm like, fuck you. Like, I'm like, but then in my head, I feel like I'm still young.
Yeah,
I feel like once I hit 30, that's when it's like, I feel like at 30, I know what I'm doing. Like, because like I did music, I did clothing, I did fucking all these other things, and now I'm podcasting. I feel more happy with this.
You're a good interviewer.
Really?
I think you did a good job, and I feel like, I mean, just looking from the outside, it seems like, you know, you're on the right path.
Oh yeah, thank you.
That's what it seems like to me. But
same to you. But before you go, I got one more question.
Yeah.
Drake or Jay-Z? Who's better?
Come on.
Because I'll tell you my opinion after, because I argued with someone on the podcast with
Drake or Jay-Z. In what aspect?
Just music. It doesn't have to be anything else. It's just music.
Shit, because I mean, I grew up listening to Jay-Z. That's like the first rapper I listened to before Drake. But Drake, I mean, come on. You just think about the Billboard hits and shit like that. Like, I would say if we're talking about music, I mean, I think Drake's been on the Billboard for like 10 years now or some shit like that.
Dude, all hits.
So, and they're all hits. So,
bro,
we're talking about music, I'm going to say Drake. But if we're talking about like, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure that Jay-Z's like, not that it matters, but he's richer.
Yeah.
And so if maybe I don't know too much about his like business ventures. You know, I'm sure Drake has some business or like a lot as well. But I'm sure, you know, Jay-Z has like Tidal, and like I can only imagine everything else that he's involved in with like, you know, Wall Street business and stuff. So in terms of like the business,
definitely Jay-Z.
Yeah. But music, Drake. I hope no one judges me for that.
Dude, because
so what do you say?
It's the same thing that I was arguing with someone, because he brought up like Hov is way better than Drake, but I was telling him like, as an artist, you gotta think like Drake, because dude, I was listening to Drake when people hated Drake. Yeah, like everybody was like, "Who the fuck is this trying to sing?" I wanted to be like Drake, but he's you gotta think about it. He sings, he raps, he fucking like
he's got like a person, like he can be like, he can host shows and host shows,
everything, and he fucking can sing. He did like Spanish songs.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
He's done like so many things where he just stays culturally out there. Like he just knows how to do it. And Jay-Z's dope as fuck as an artist too, but when it comes to Drake's like a chameleon. Like he can adapt to anything.
Yeah,
and that's facts. And he doesn't have to say anything crazy. He can just talk about his day. Yeah, and I was chilling at the shopping center. Then it's like, what the fuck? Like he just does it. And that's what that's what he said after we were like arguing about music. Yeah, he said that he's better. Jay-Z's better as a entrepreneur, like a business person.
Most definitely.
So it's better. He was saying Jay-Z's better in that aspect, but music wise, he thought about it when I said all that. I think he didn't say it, but he agreed with me. Yeah. Shout out to Pup Pup Pass. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Scooby.
If you look at his discography though, I mean, just think about it. You know, he's got Thank Me Later. He's got Take Care, Views from the Six, fucking. If you're seeing this now, something's too late. I forgot. And he's got like.
Did you ever listen to his mixtapes before all that?
I think I listened to like Comeback Season.
Yeah,
is that one?
Those ones. Yeah.
I did like, there were certain songs that I would listen to on that, but I think the first song that I listened to by Drake, I don't know if you know it, but it's called it goes like You Know. Have you heard it? It's like it's a mixtape. It's like, I don't know if I should rap it, but he's like you know how the story go. Something son. I don't know. It's like an old song, but that might have been like one of the first songs I heard from him.
One of the first songs I heard was I think November 18.
I haven't heard that one.
It's like, or was it November 18? Fuck, I always forget the song titles, confused, but I'll probably show you after this.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for doing this, man.
Oh yeah, appreciate it for having me, bro.
Yeah, dude, this shit's sick. I feel like we could do fucking another hour and a half,
bro. For real.
I'll definitely let you know when I'm back in town, and if you want to do any shout outs, go for it right now.
Oh, for sure. Shout out to Angel, shout out to A-Bomb, shout out to Jordy, shout out to Bianca, shout out to Diz, shout out to Still Searching, shout out to Reed. yeah, I'm going to be dropping a new single called Lavish, if you want to listen to that. Shortly after, I'm going to be dropping Still Searching for DannyV. And after that, it's going to be my first tape called Early 20s. You just heard it here first.
Dope. Annoying Neighbors, we out.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Yeah, bitch. What you know about me, bro? Hard in the game, gonna make a name. Leaving my mark, I'ma leave my stain. Better back up, cause I bring the pain. What you know about me, bro? Got Supreme hat, Supreme clothes, bad breezy, fuck yeah. So fresh, we're high class, bro. What you know about me, bro?